Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of our doubleheader tonight. The men's game now coming up after the women's game. They're taking on the Lambton Lions tonight. I'm Kevin Ferreira, and I am now joined by Masoud Nazir on color for me with me tonight. And we will take a look at some of the highlights from the last game from last Friday against the Redeemer Royals here at the DeBark Center at Mohawk.
Yeah, it was a good game by the Redeemer Royals, that's for sure.
A big game for Mohawk as well. Matt Fennell scoring 31 points, getting 7 total rebounds, 2 assists. Also Matt Saval with 20 points, 8 rebounds. Taylor Dalhanick defensively a huge factor for their team, scoring 14 points, getting 14 total rebounds. And 2 steals for his team.
Also, don't forget the 5 block shots as well.
Of course, a big factor defensively for their team, and we'll see if they can contribute once again here tonight against the game against the Lambton Lions. And we'll take it back onto the floor to see these two teams take it on. And you see here the starting lineups being announced for both teams. The Mohawk Mountaineers and the Lambton Lions taking on one another tonight right after the women's had just played. And the women's kind of took over in that game against the Lambton Lions. Well, do you think that'll be a precursor for this game here tonight?
Honestly, I feel like the same story is going to continue in this second game right here. I feel like the female, they definitely did very well. Also the male, they're going to continue the same trend, I feel like.
Yeah,
I'm expecting a W from the Mohawk men's tonight.
Yeah, the Mohawk men's team definitely on a roll so far right now. They're 3-0 right now, 3-1 in the regular season right now that they're currently in. And fun fact between these two teams, the last time they faced off was January 18th right here at the DeBark Center once again. And they just completely mutilated, that's putting it nicely as well.
Definitely.
They completely mutilated this Lambton team. They won that game 113-57, winning by 56 points. As you see the tip-off here being won by the Lions right off the opening tip here. And that could also be a precursor for tonight in this game. But we'll see as this game moves along. See number 4, Brandon Paget, with the ball now with his team. 9 seconds. Forcing the shot clock to go down all the way to the other end. A little trip up there. Matt Fennell tried to force his way down.
I don't know if anyone tripped him there. I feel like he just kind of fell.
And I stepped on his own feet there.
Yeah.
Could be, as we see, 33 O.J. Watson for the Mohawk Mountaineers. Getting ready to inbound for his team.
Yeah, they got Matt Saval out there, Taylor Dalhanick, Andrew Citancini, and Matt Fennell right now.
Speaking of Dalhanick, finishing it off for his team, 2 points off the glass. Nice start for the Mohawk Mountaineers off the opening moments of this first quarter. Number 4 with it, Brandon Paget. Back to number 5 to number 3, Jansen Marshall for their team from way back in 3 and able to finish it off for his team.
Great shot there by him, for sure.
Beautiful 3-pointer for the Lions. Matt Saval now with it for the Mountaineers. And
that was some great defense shown there by the Lions right there.
Now number 15 with it for the for the Lions, Jordan Tello for his team. And a beautiful shot once again, calling it number 3 for the 3. Jansen Marshall for his team, able to finish it off there. Beautiful back-to-back threes. Matt Saval now with it for the Mountaineers. To Dalhanick and able to almost finish it off, almost got his own rebound there. Nice pass all the way deep inside to number 15. Nice pass out to number 33. Back to number 3, Jason Marshall, who's trying to slow down the play here just a bit. Nice pass out to number 5, who also drains another 3-pointer, Sean Hill. And so far, it's all 3 points here.
That was definitely a blown assignment there on the Mohawks' part.
And Matt Savall trying to answer back with a 3 of his own, but quickly transitioning back to the other end is the Lions. Number 33 trying to find his way in. And Matt Savall there with the rebound for the Mountaineers, trying to transition quickly back to the other side, back to O.J. Watson all the way back out from 3-point range, couldn't get it to go. Matt Fennell there, right there for the save underneath the board.
Ref looks like he's trying to talk to him right now.
And Andrew Cicatini being called back there, and we'll see another replay here. O.J. Watson trying to put up the 3. And a nice save by Matt Fennell and Andrew Cicatini. Being talked to by the ref. And a warning being called on players on both sides. Number 4 and number 15 getting a warning from the Lions. And Matt Fennell also, or sorry, not Matt Fennell, Andrew Cicatini also getting a warning on the Mohawk Mountaineer. And number 3 now, once again with it, Jason Marshall for the Lions. Number 33 inside, Dowhanick, right out of his hands. But able to draw the contact, and he will now head to the line for 2. Number 33, Mike Lucier for the Lions. And he misses his first shot. But makes his second. No denying him there. So far, Lambton on quite the roll after those 3-pointers.
This isn't the start Mohawk was looking for.
No, for sure. Matt Savall with it now to Dowhanick, to O.J. Watson, to Andrew Cicatini underneath the net. Couldn't finish it off, though. And now the Lions will take it.
Some great defense being shown by the Lions.
Oh, for sure. A high-paced action being set by the Lions right out of the opening gate in this first quarter, when usually the pace is mainly set by the Mountaineers. I see O.J. Watson rebounding that ball quickly, making his way down the other end. Nice find to Cicatini, rolled right off of him, though, to number 33,
it's a 3-on-2 situation right now. There we go, gets into the layup.
And a nice, beautiful finish by number 4, Brandon Paget for the Lions. O.J. Watson now with it. Nice find inside, Matt Fennell able to finish it off the boards.
That was a beautiful pass by O.J. Watson.
Matt Fennell has been a big factor for this Mountaineers team heading into this game, and we'll see if he'll continue to be a big factor in this game as well. See the passing going on. Nice perimeter defense by the Mountaineers right now, and a 3 from way deep from 3-point range. Couldn't get it to go. Cicatini with it, back to O.J. Watson, back out to Savall, who puts up a 3 of his own, is able to get it to go from way deep downtown.
Some substitutions coming on for the Lions team right now.
You see them dancing around the defense here, and a 3-pointer being shot once again. Sean Hill, number 5.
Just trading threes.
Making it rain so far right now is the Lions. Matt Savall now with it. Almost picked off by Brandon Paget of the Lions. Matt Savall quickly finding his way inside, and O.J. Watson with it and able to finish it off underneath the boards. But quickly transitioning back to the other end is the Lions. Picked out of the hands there, out of bounds. And we'll see that substitution now heading onto the floor. Number 11, Frank Benny for the Lions. As they now inbound, and as soon as we see him come in, he makes a difference. Number 11 for the Lions team, Matt Savall now with it.
Talk about making an impact on your first sub-in. What a shot. Nice.
Matt Savall almost gets it to go there from 3-point range. Couldn't get it though. Number 3 now with it. Jason Marshall almost fakes it there. Fakes out Taylor Dowhanick from 3-point range and saves it. Back out to number 5, and he seems to have the touch so far tonight. Sean Hill with the 3-pointer. Matt Fennell now trying to answer with a 3 of his own, and does. Nice back and forth threes between these two teams. Nice find all the way inside. And they will reset play. And the referee's having a little bit of discussion here to reset the shot clock to 17 seconds. And so far right now in this game, three-pointers have been the huge difference, especially for the Lions.
Yeah, they've got a big lead right now going, well, about 6 points, but it feels like Mohawk's definitely trying to answer right now.
And Mohawk has been slowly but surely.
Great defensive effort, that's for sure.
Nice forced turnover there. Jeff Hunt now in it for the Mountaineers. And so far, a great game between these two teams in the opening first half of this first quarter. Quite the pace being set. We'll see if they can keep it up as the quarters go along and time winds down in this game.
Lions seem to be forcing a lot of turnovers on Mohawk. It's making it very difficult for them.
And we've seen, especially in the last game against Redeemer here, that Mohawk tends to slow down just a bit, especially in that fourth quarter. As you can see here, both teams, especially scoring-wise, the Redeemer Royals and the Mohawk Mountaineers matching each other, 16 points apiece in the last quarter there, and you can tell that they've kind of slowed down in the later half of the game.
I think what Mohawk has to do here is learn to keep the gas on the pedal and keep that offense going, especially on the defensive end as well. They can't slow down in the second half.
No, for sure. And that pass picked up right off the leg of Matt Fennell, forcing it to go out of bounds. And on that note, as you said, that even before the Redeemer game, in the past game, Mohawk gave up 69 points in the second half, which is something head coach Brian Jonker was looking to improve with his team. Little by little, they've been improving, but we'll see later on tonight if they can, as the shot clock winds down for the Lions and they rebound their own shot, getting a fresh shot clock to work with. But number 33 putting up the three-pointer, and he also has a nice little touch there with it. Mike Lucier for the Lambton Lions. So far, draining threes is this team.
Yeah. That's a 6'7" shooter right there. It's a big man.
He's a defensive player for sure, but showing his chops from three-point range was Mike Lucier there, as we see number 2 heading on the floor, Jason Heroin.
Replacing Sean Hill on the Lions squad.
Here on for this team, Jeff Hunt. Jeff Hunt throwing up the three. Couldn't get it to go, but nice save by Matt Fennell, who puts up a three of his own and is able to get it to go for his team.
He's starting this game on fire right now.
Back and forth threes from both teams. Number 3 with it, Jason Marshall for the Lions, and he decides to put it up from way deep downtown from three-point range, able to get it to go.
Just staring Matt Fennell down after that shot.
Answering that three-pointer. So far, an intense game between these two teams. Number 3 will get the foul called on himself from the Lions, Jason Marshall, who just got that three-pointer at the other end, and Sikutini will head off the floor now, and Patrick Ivoroni, number 3 for the Mohawk Mountaineers, on the floor now. And another substitution, number 15 coming on the floor, Jordan Tello for the Lambton Lions. Jeff Hunt will inbound, finds Matt Fennell all the way from 3. Couldn't get it to go. Dowhanick though with the rebound, nice floater to end that play there. Nice finish by the Mountaineers. Right now Lions have the ball, number 4 with it, Brandon Paget to number 33. And Taylor Dowhanick all over him. And he gets the foul drawn on himself.
Dowhanick doesn't really agree with the call there. He feels like he was a little robbed.
No, not at all. As he shouted right after the call was made. Now number 15 will inbound, Jordan Tello for the Lions. Number 4 with it, Brandon Paget for his team. Finds his way in. Matt Savall tried to get a hand on it. Jeff Hunt does though, and back into the hands of Matt Savall heading up to the other end.
Fast break ensues. Three-pointer.
Fennell finishes it off with a 3. and slipped out of the hands. Nice save there by number 2 for the Lions. And a technical foul being called on the head coach of the Mohawk Mountaineers, Brian Jonker.
Very animated was Jonker after that play right there. Seems very upset at the moment.
And a substitution coming in for the Lions, number 5, Sean Hill. And right now, high drama in this game in the early goings.
This is quite unexpected, Kevin. We don't really expect this from the Lions, but they're coming out strong right now.
Yeah, especially from the earlier this year, January 18th, from that game, Mohawk winning by 56 points. I mean, sure, it's still the first quarter, sure, it's still kind of early, but right now, there's no sense that I'm getting from the Lions slowing down anytime soon. And number 4, grabbing the inbound there for his team. Number 15, nice passing around. 33 thought about putting it up there. Out of the hands.
It feels like the Lions got something to prove tonight. Like they know that loss didn't really mean anything to them.
For sure. Right now, the Lions are 2-2 in the regular season, coming off of a tough loss after winning 2 straight. Now trying to get back into the win column tonight against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Dowhanick putting up trying to put up 2 there. Ivoroni right there with the save. A save by Ivoroni, putting up 2 points for his team. Now Brandon Padgett once again with the ball back to number 15 with it. Jordan Tello to number 5, Sean Hill, who's been putting up 3s all night. And 5 seconds left to work with on the shot clock. Has to put something up there. Number 11 with the rebound for his team, and they will reset play. And the head coach for the Lambton Lions shouting out demands for his team to follow plays. Number 4 with a nice find inside, but Taylor Dowhanick right in front of him. Hands wide up into the air. And a substitution will get ready to come in for the Mountaineers.
Seems like Taylor Dowhanick's a little frustrated with the early fouls right now. I think he's got 2 in this game.
Forcing him to take a seat for the time being.
Yeah.
Substitutions coming in for him. Kojo Afari and Andrew Sicutini back on the floor. I see number 33 putting up his first shot and makes it. Mike Lucier for the Lions.
He's making a big impact at the moment.
I had a big 3 a little earlier on.
Defensively as well.
For sure. Able to match up with Taylor Dowhanick, which is rare to see at 6'9", standing right there with him. Matt Fennell now with the ball, and final minute and 5 seconds of this first quarter. A little spill there. Patrick Ivoroni trying to put up the shot there off balance.
He got fouled on a 3-point attempt right there. He's
now
got 3 shots at the line.
Ivoroni will now head to the line for a possible 3-point play here for his team. And another substitution coming onto the floor. Number 15, Jordan Tello for the Lions, as Ivoroni sets to make his first shot here. He makes his first.
Mohawk would probably have to end this quarter really strong with this last minute remaining here.
Try to build up some momentum getting into the second quarter. Ivoroni missing the second. See if he can make the last shot here. Couldn't get the last shot, but Andrew Sicutini right there to grab the rebound back out to Saval, and they have a fresh shot clock to work with. They will take their time here. Kojo Afari now with it to Saval once again. Sicutini sets the pick there, opening up Saval for 2 points there. Tried to get it to go, couldn't quite get it. Kojo Afari right there trying to grab the rebound. But the Lions with possession now.
Less than 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
And right now, Mohawk behind on the scoreboard by 4 points. Shot clock now at 7.
Deep 3.
And the first 3, I believe, he's missed so far in this game. Number 3, Jason Marshall, has been knocking him down all night, but that was, I believe, the first one he's missed from 3-point range.
Really impressive start from him, but he was very deep on that last 3-point attempt.
True. On number 5 with a hard push, Matt Saval off of number 4 there, Brandon Paget.
Looks like it wasn't really called. He gets the ball back.
A blocking foul being called on the Lions. And some substitutions coming on the floor. Number 50, Joel Wilson, and number 2, Jason
Marshall.
2 on number 4. 2 on 4.
And a timeout being called here as both teams try to regroup. So far a tight game, only 4 points apart are these two teams. So far the Lambton Lions leading this game 29-25 against the Mohawk Mountaineers as they try to rally back.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kevin. I'm really surprised with the way this first quarter ended up.
Oh, for sure. Same here. After reading that first story with the Mountaineers beating them not too long ago by 56 points, I thought to see a bigger gap so far in the first quarter. But right now, Lions putting in a fight against this Mohawk Mountaineers team.
Mohawk seems a little out of sync in terms of their offense and how they're flowing.
Yeah, they seem
Forced turnovers.
They seem
a lot of missed defensive. Yeah, a lot of missed defensive matchups on their end. We'll see if Brian Jonker can get his team together for the second quarter right now.
And we'll see if the head coach for the Lambton Lions will continue this momentum with his team. Heading back in from the timeout. Only a few short moments to go in the first quarter. Only 20 seconds to go in the first. Mohawk will have possession though, and we'll see if they can make something of it and try to gain that momentum back heading into the second. And coming back from the timeout, you see Lamar Barr, number 32, heading on the floor, and see Kojo Afari.
Great inbounds play there by Matt Fennell. Great pass, great
Beautiful
finish.
inbound, yeah, for sure. And Kojo Afari, beautiful finish of his own, flying in the air, which I like to see that every once in a while. Patrick Ivoroni, nice turnover there, trying to be a little fancy there behind the back. Kojo Afari trying to pick it up.
Bodies
Beautiful
all over
scramble.
the place.
Try to shoot the ball from there in the last few moments. Sitting down was Kojo Afari for that last shot. And Kojo kind of having a little bit of a laugh with head coach Brian Jonker, as you see on the screen, for the last few moments of that play, and couldn't make anything really happen coming back from that timeout. But right now, both teams trying to rally here, as we've seen. And so far, the difference maker in that first quarter has been the opening 3-pointers that both teams have made. The Lions starting off with 3 big threes, and then Mohawk trying to come back with 3s of their own, and has been quite the difference maker for both teams.
Yeah, I think that last inbounds play will definitely carry into the second quarter. They'll definitely have some sort of momentum going in there, which is nice. I think that's exactly what Brian Jonker wanted from his team
sure.
today.
A little bit of a confidence builder for his team.
2-point game, and they aren't going to shoot that way the whole bloody game. Okay? Right now we're in half-court man-to-man.
Heard Brian Jonker there trying to tell his team that they won't be shooting that way for the whole game, which is an interesting comment, in my opinion, from the head coach.
Well, that remains to be seen, but you know, from the looks of it, I feel like they could slow down. It's very possible.
For sure, that so far they have set a very high pace in this game.
We got some halftime action going on here.
Some halftime shenanigans going on the court. As you see both teams looking on.
Doing donuts all over the floor.
A remote control car, having some fun here. As we are moments away from coming back for the second quarter of this game. And it's always nice to see the Mohawk Mountaineer mascot back in the groove tonight for the women's game, and now back here tonight for the men's game. And we've seen him quite a bit in the women's game too.
We should probably get him substituted in the game.
That would be awesome. I would love to see if the bird can fly. Which I want to want to see who wins in a vertical leaping contest. Kojo Afari or the bird. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Good point, Kevin. Good point.
See Patrick Ivaroni with the ball for his team. Nice find inside to Sikutini. Lamar Barr right there. But number 33 for the Lions, standing at 6'7" right there. But nice save by the Mountaineers, able to put 2 points on the board, and a quick transition back over to the Lions, and number 5 got caught stepping out of bounds there from 3-point range. Sean Hill, and he looked a little disappointed that his foot got caught out of bounds for his team. As Patrick Ivaroni will head back down the floor to Matt Fennell. Back to Sikutini. Last off of number 33, who didn't really seem to agree with that call, but nonetheless, Mountaineers will gain possession once again. And Ivaroni will inbound.
On that last three-pointer as well, Matt Fennell actually gave them the lead on that. It's 30-29 right now for the Mountaineers. So they're starting to get back in it right now, Kevin. It's really good to see from the Mohawk Mountaineers.
And we'll see if they can keep this going right now. Trying to get a little bit more of a lead on them than just 1 point. Matt Fennell, beautiful shot. Couldn't get it to go though. Number 4.
Quick outlet pass on that shot there.
Beautiful passing by the Lions, trying to finish it on the other end, but couldn't do so. Sikutini picks that up. Back to Ivaroni. Ivaroni, nice find to Kojo Afari to Sikutini, who decides to put it up from way out there. And Kojo Afari right there, nice leap to grab that ball off the glass. Able to get the 2-pointer to go. And number 4 with it now for the Lions, back to number 15. As we see Jeff Hunt for the Mountaineers getting ready to come back into this game. Number 3 decides to put it up from 3-point, but Matt Fennell right in front of him. Made him hesitate.
Technical foul on number 3 right there as well.
Having some words to say for the referee, didn't have anything from it.
Yeah, Jason Marshall with that last technical foul.
Trying to put up that 3, hesitated when Matt Fennell stepped in front of him. Got caught with the travel, and Matt Fennell makes that free throw shot from the technical foul being given there. And right now, a few more technical fouls being given out in this game than I probably expected from the beginning, really.
Yeah, one from Brandon Jocker and one on the Lions. It could get a trippy game, Kevin. We might not get that tonight.
Oh, for sure. As this game moves along, it could get more intense for both teams, and you never know when emotions run high, when things might go awry for both teams. Number 3 with it now. Jason Marshall with it. Number 4, Brandon Padgett makes his way inside. A nice finish off the glass for the Lions. Number 33, O.J. Watson now with it to Lamar Barr. Back to Jeff Hunt. Nice find inside to Sikutini, who was able to finish it off. Beautiful floater there. Number 4 trying to retaliate with the Lions here. Being able, right now in the early going of the second quarter, they've been able to shut them down from 3-point range on more than one occasion, which is something they needed to do coming into the second quarter.
Brian Jonker did say that they weren't going to continue this hot shooting, and it looks to be the case right now.
Yeah, for sure. Lamar Barr now with it to O.J. Watson and Kojo Afari.
Oh, you might get, you almost got your wish there,
I
Kevin.
almost got my wish. And right now, it's a little scramble for the ball. Nice pass inside to number 5. Oh, and a spill. Lamar Barr there.
Disagrees with that call. Feels like it was a charge.
A blocking foul being called against the Mountaineers. Lamar Barr seemed to disagree with that call. And Matt Saval will now head back onto the floor for the Mountaineers. Kojo Afari will take a seat for the time being. See Sean Hill at the line. And he misses his first. But he makes his second. Nice pass to Sikutini. O.J. Watson all the way back deep down to Jeff Hunt, but is picked off by the Lions. as they transition back over. Number 3 trying to get that three-pointer to go, which he's been able to do so far tonight, but misses that three-pointer. Right now, Sikutini, nice find and a nice finish there. Right now, points inside the paint have been the difference for the Mountaineers in the second quarter, and defensively too at the other end.
Looks like the Lions get that ball on that last possession there. I believe it went off Sikutini.
A foul being called on the Mountaineers that will send number 4 to the line, and we see Matt Fennell stepping back onto the floor as well as number 11. Frank Benny for the Lions here, as you see number 4 on the line for 2, Brandon Paget. And he makes his first shot.
Especially in tight game situations, you want to make your free throws.
And right now they've been doing decent from free throw range, not quite the big difference maker. Oh, and they will count that basket.
Yeah, goaltend there by Andrew Sikutini. Good attempt. He might have gotten away with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they were a little late on the call there. I thought he was going to get away with that, even though it was blatant. But to no avail, and now Matt Fennell with it, trying to find his way in. Nice, I was about to say nice finish. Matt Fennell getting his own rebound and finishing it off, though, for his team. Right now, they are still leading this game by 4 points, but it has been a constant 4 points for the past 3.5 minutes so far.
We should also expect a big game from Matt Fennell. It looks like his offensive juggernaut is not stopping anytime soon.
No, for sure. Scoring double digits every game, getting past 30 points a majority of those games.
Right.
Jeff Hunt will now inbound for the Mountaineers. Saval with it. Saval, a newcomer to this team, but spent 4 years at the University of Toronto playing basketball as well, as Sikutini is able to finish it off the glass for his team, a veteran on this Mohawk Mountaineers team. As you see O.J. Watson taking a quick look up at the clock and at the score line for his team.
10 seconds left on that shot clock.
Winding down quickly, and a nice finish by number 4, Brandon Paget, for the Lions. And they try to sell it there a little bit, in my opinion.
Bit of a flop for sure.
Yeah, right into the hands of number 33, Mike Lucier for the Lions, and picked off there by Sikutini. Matt Fennell now with it, heading back down the floor to Matt Fennell. Oh, trying to find Kojo Afari underneath the board. A little over aggressive on the pass, went out of bounds. And in my opinion, a defensive juggernaut for the Mountaineers. Will head back onto the floor. Taylor Dowhanick, as we take another look at that last. In my opinion, should have been maybe called a foul, but got away with it there.
It's kind of tough for those refs in those situations. They can't really see anything.
Yeah,
so they did hit him in the face, but it never got called. That's all right.
Yeah, in that highlight, it was in slow motion, but in real-time play, it went a little faster than that, so it was a little hard for them to call that. But Sikutini getting away with it nonetheless, and so far right now, they're still ahead on the boards by 4 points, are the Mohawk Mountaineers, and we'll see if they're able to keep that up coming back out of this timeout. Right now, a big difference for the Lions right now. Instead of from three-point range, it's been from the free throw line for them.
Yeah, it seems to get a lot of drives into the basket, which creating contact, and the refs are giving it to them every time. I wish they would hit their free throws a little more. They might actually be tied, if not take the lead on the Mountaineers.
They've missed quite a few of their free throws. If not, this game, like you said, might have been tied right now. We'll see both teams head back onto the floor to continue the second quarter. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
They have a full court press going on right now,
which is needed by the Mountaineers against this team, as they like to convert quickly, as you see there. Jeff Hunt with the rebound. Matt Saval now with it. And a pull-up three, and is able to get it to go. Matt Saval, beautiful three-point finish there. And the Lions trying to convert quickly back at the other end, and Matt Fennell Oh, and is able to get it to go off
What
bounds.
a great shot there by Matt Fennell.
And he will head to the line for an extra point, possible 3-point play here for the Mountaineers and by Matt Fennell. As we take another look here, hard foul off the.
He lucked out a bit because the rim kind of rattled and allowed the ball to go through the net, but great shot there by Matt Fennell.
And is able to get that shot to go. 3 points for Matt Fennell off that play. Number 4 now with it.
As expected, Kevin, he's having a big game right now.
And in that last game against the Redeemer Royals, as the Lions finish it off there with 2 points against the Redeemer Royals, we said that quite a bit. He had quite a few 3-point plays there for his team in that game off of fouls. As O.J. Watson thought about putting it up from 3-pointer there, 3-point range, but able to run inside off the glass there. And right away, as I look up to see the score line, they are now ahead on the score line by 10 points.
Looks like Brian Junker was correct. Their hot shooting has stopped.
And they're trying to find that hot shooting once again, but he almost airballed that three. Matt Savall now with the ball for the Mountaineers. Matt Fennell from way downtown. Couldn't get it to go off the rim there. Went out of bounds. Lambton Lions will now gain possession.
If the Lions want to be successful right here, they have to start on the defensive end of it. Feels like they're letting the Mountaineers kind of get away with it too much on offense.
They're able to find their way a little bit easier inside the second quarter than they did the first. And Matt Savall there, nice dance around number 33 as he goes all the way from end to end. Jeff Hunt almost finishes it off there, and he does anyway after a little scramble underneath the boards there, able to finish it off for his team to the delightment of this crowd here tonight. And number 5 wide open from 3-point range, able to put that one down.
They definitely needed that one there.
Sean Hill wide open from 3-point range. Jeff Hunt now with it to Dalhanic, who puts it up off the rim and into the hands of the Lions. Number 11, Frank Benny. Now the Lions with it. Now as you see here, is trying to signal to his teammates to slow down the play just a little bit instead of going fast and furious. Still decides to put up that 3-pointer from way downtown. Couldn't get it to go. Matt Savall now with it. Nice find inside to Taylor Dalhanic, who puts off a wild floater there, but Jeff Hunt right there. And we have a substitution coming in for the Mountaineers after a foul being called on Mohawk here for a delay of game. See Sicutini walking onto the floor. Not really sure what happened there.
Usually with 2 delay game, you do get a technical foul, so let's hope they don't get another one for the rest of this game.
Jeff Hunt, I believe, getting that call on himself.
Unintentional, but it happens.
Yeah. Number 33 with a nice find inside. Number 33. Wow, a nice 3-pointer. Number 33, Mike Lucier. Beautiful 3-pointer.
He's quietly having a good game right now, defensively and offensively.
Matt Fennell now with it underneath the boards. But number 33, once again, Mike Lucier, picks up that rebound, standing at 6'7", so far being a presence at both ends of the floor here for his team. Nice dance around Sicutini, able to finish it off.
He got Sicutini there with the spin move. Especially for a 6'7" guy, you don't see that very often.
Oh, for sure. Matt Savall tries to put up a 3 of his own. Sicutini, nice save back out to Savall, who makes his way inside, passes it back out to Jeff Hunt, puts up a 3 of his own. Matt Fennell tried to fight for it there. And I believe they will gain possession. Sorry, the Lions will gain possession, and now they will also.
Timeout being called by the Lions. Want to talk things over.
And they were ahead on the board here by 10 points. Now only ahead by 6. Still only 4 points off, but I mean, Lions slowly and surely making their way back, especially with the help of Mike Lucier, number 33 on the team.
Yeah, again, he's having an incredible game on both offense and defense, and like he can handle the rock. He's been able to shoot it, get defensive rebounds, block shots. You don't see that kind of play from a guy that big.
And he's been a surprising presence from 3-point range as well, standing at 6'7", you'd think he'd be more of a defensive player, but proving his chops tonight offensively as well.
We'll give Mohawk credit, though, especially Matt Fennell right now. They're keeping him in his game.
Oh, for sure.
He's doing an awesome game right now. He's in double digits at the moment, and I expect him to continue that, especially in the rest of the second quarter and the second half as well.
And we see both teams coming. Like the song that's playing right now?
No idea.
Oh.
It just sounds cool, that's all.
And we see both teams heading their way back on the floor here. Mohawk Mountaineers and the Lambton Lions. A minute 36 left in this second quarter. So far in this first half, a really exciting half of basketball action between these two teams. High-paced and high-scoring as well. Number 4 with it, Brandon Paget. For his team, Matt Savall, nice picked off pass there, getting in between there.
We spoke about it earlier today when we had Mohawk to actually put the gas on the pedal here and like keep this going for as long as they can.
And so far they're doing so.
Yeah.
And number 33,
Mike
Lucier,
once again.
from three-point range.
You can expect Brian Jonker to make adjustments in the second half to try to contain him as best as they can.
For sure. In the opening quarter,
Wish it counted.
in the opening quarter of that game so far, number 3, Jason Marshall, number 4, Brandon Paget, and Sean Hill, number 5, were putting down the threes. So far, they've slowed down quite a bit, significantly in this second quarter, but right now, Mike Lucier picking up the slack of his teammates right now.
Making it a 3-point game.
Number 15 with it now, Jordan Tello for his team, back to number 3, Jason Marshall. 8 seconds left to work with on the shot clock as they try to find their way inside.
It's an offensive foul there by number 4, Brandon Paget.
And Kojo Afari will make his way back onto the floor. Sekutini will take a seat for the time being. Rest up those legs for later on. Matt Savall now with it.
Jonker speaking to Sekutini too, giving him words of advice.
Jeff Hunt now with a nice spin around move. Tauhanik right underneath the net there to save his teammate Jeff Hunt from that play there. Putting 2 points on the board for his team. Number 33, Mike Lucier once again. This time number 23, Jeff Hunt on him. Little switch up there. Originally it was Taylor Tauhanik, now Jeff Hunt on Mike Lucier.
Sometimes what teams will try to do is switch up defenders to kind of give the offensive player different looks. Mohawk tried to do that.
Try to keep him guessing.
Yeah, keep him out of rhythm.
Matt Savall now with it. Less than 20 seconds to go in this second quarter. Kojo Afari now with the ball. Back to Jeff Hunt. Jeff Hunt with it, trying to find somebody to pass it to there. Matt Savall right there, tries to put it up for 3, had to. The last few moments of the shot clock.
3.4 remaining on that clock.
Tauhanik kind of scrambled for the ball there, tried to save it, trying to bring it back in bounds for the Mountaineers. But to no avail, and Mike Lucier will now have it for the last few moments, putting up a last-minute 3. Oh, and almost gets it to go. Thought he was going to get it there for a moment, but to no avail.
Interesting first half we've had so far.
Yeah, for sure. Mohawk leading this game right now by 5 points, 55-50, and we'll take another look at some of the action from that first half. Big 3-pointers made in the first quarter. And that beautiful play by Matt Fennell once again. And Matt Fennell again from deep down in 3. Right now, a great game between these two teams, and we'll now head to a little bit of a break here before we start the second half.
Yeah, Kevin, I can't even wait till the second half begins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this game between the men's Mohawk Mountaineers team and the men's Lambton College Lions team. And right now, coming out of that first half, we have a lot of stats to talk about right now.
Lots for
Coming
sure.
into the second half of the game. A big difference maker for the Lions in the early going was that three-point shooting. They went 10 for 21.
66% almost.
In that first quarter.
Right.
Sorry, in that first half, but Mohawk right there with him, 6 for 14 from three-point range. And as I say that, the Lions try to put up a three of their own. And once again, number 4 right there puts up a three and finishes it off. Brandon Paget for the Lions. Had quite a few three-pointers.
11 of 22 right now from three-point land. That's crazy.
In that first quarter, Brandon Paget right now with 12 points for his team. Now 15 after that three-pointer. And right now, Mohawk couldn't finish off that play. Lions trying to transition quickly to the other end, finish it off, but couldn't quite do so. Matt Fennell from three-point range himself and gets a three-pointer to go. Matt Fennell, a big first half as well.
25 points up until this point right now.
Not only with the points, but also with the rebounds. 4 total rebounds for Matt Fennell in the first half, as well as we see Mike Lucier try to put up a three of his own, who had a big first half as well, getting 14 points for his team. And seemed to be the big difference maker at the end of the second half for his team too, as they were struggling a bit.
Yeah, definitely kept them in the game. That you probably should expect that from one of their 6'7" guys, that's for sure.
A big difference maker as well was the points in the paint for the Mohawk Mountaineers, able to score 34 points compared to the 12 from the Lions inside underneath in the paint there.
Don't forget about Mohawk's bench as well. They definitely contributed.
Oh, for sure, 11 points off the bench for Mohawk compared to the Lions 2. Mohawk is quite the deep bench on their side.
And I feel like that's where Mohawk has this game. Their bench definitely makes a difference, whereas the Lambton Lions, their starters might get the job done, but they definitely need the bench to help out.
And we said in the first half as well, if we'll see these Mohawk Mountaineers and actually both of these teams able to keep up the pace of action that they set in the first half. And right now they're doing a pretty good job of doing it. So.
That's for sure.
Andrew Cicatini right now underneath the boards, able to finish it off for his team. 2 points on the board.
Great little post move there to get the open jumper.
The number 3 now with it. Jason Marshall had a big first half as well, scoring 9 points. 3 for 5 from three-point range. Now number 4 with the ball. Brandon Paget for his team. Now back to number 3. Just a few moments left on the shot clock. Has to do something with it.
Circus shot.
Beautiful finish behind the back. Off the glass and in. Matt Fennell right there though. Nice fundamental basketball there by the Mountaineers. No fancy moves there.
Matt Fennell seems to have an answer for everything the Lions seem to do right now.
And Matt Savall tried to grab the ball there, had a little bit of a slip up. And Matt Fennell right there to swat it out of the hands of the Lions. Coming up to the glass.
Andrew Cicatini with a technical foul right now. I'm not sure exactly what he did there, Kevin, but...
And some hand signals being made by number 15, Jordan Tello of the Lions, signaling that he wouldn't stop talking, I guess. So a few choice words did Andrew Cicatini have, I guess, and the ref overheard and made the call on Cicatini, who was forced to take a seat there.
Also a personal foul on him, too.
And he will take a seat. Now your members of the team on the floor for the Mountaineers are Jeff Hunt, Taylor Dalhanick, Matt Savall, Matt Fennell, and O.J. Watson, as the Lions make all of their free throw shots there from that foul.
Seems to be a little confusion on the court.
Trying to work that out quickly. A little talk amongst the refs here, trying to figure things out quickly. And hopefully the confusion is settled now between everyone here, and we can get back into this game. Number 5 inbounding, the number 4 Brandon Paget for the Lions. speaking of number 5, Sean Hill, had a big first half as well, scoring 13 points for his team. We'll see if they can keep contributing in the second half as time winds down here. And number 3 putting up a big three-pointer, even with the hand of O.J. Watson in his way.
Jason Marshall with another three-pointer.
And Matt Savall and the Mountaineers will try to answer back. Savall there almost putting up a 3 of his own, hesitated, decided otherwise, and decided to pass it, but not the second time. And he has the touch as well, getting the three-pointer to go down, back and forth threes once again between these two teams.
Both teams just slinging them right now.
O.J. Watson almost getting a hand on that ball. Brandon Padgett with it now. Matt Savall right in front of him though. Jeff Hunt. Mike Lucier decided to put that up. Jeff Hunt right in front of him, forcing the turnover. Matt Savall with it. A wild shot, almost gets it to go in, but off the back of the rim.
He'll take 2 at the charity stripe right now.
The first time for Matt Savall tonight from free throw range, and he makes his first shot. Great shooter, Matt Savall.
Good handler of the ball too. It's the reason why he's the starting point guard of the Mohawk team.
And this is the first year he's played on the Mohawk Mountaineers team too, but he played for 4 years at the University of Toronto, giving him a ton of big-time experience on the court, which is essential for this Mohawk Mountaineers team, especially if they want to try to win gold later on this next year in the OCAA championships. Number 4 with it now for the Lions. Just a few short moments left for the shot clock, having the force to put up the three-pointer. Dowhanick right there to pick up the ball. Savall now with it all the way to the other side to Jeff Hunt. Matt Fennell now with it. O.J. Watson from three-point range puts it up. Off the rim. And a foul will be called, I believe, on Dowhanick. And he didn't seem to agree with the call either afterwards. Now Patrick Ivaroni will come onto the floor for O.J. Watson. Number 4 now with it, Brandon Padgett with the ball. You see a little hesitation there, grabbing the ball. Just a little trick before the shot clock, not to make it start until he touches it. Nice find inside, number 5 finishing it off. Sean Hill for the Lambton Lions. Lambton Lions having a bit more luck getting themselves inside underneath the boards, getting those layups in this third quarter so far.
Yeah, a big difference was Mohawk definitely trying to get the 2-point field goals as opposed to the Lions trying to get the 3 points. So I think they're trying to make an effort of that in the second half here.
See Jeff Hunt at the other end there, trying to put up that 3. Lions rebounding though. And a foul being called there, and despite the intense game, some fun being had on the other end here. I see the mascot putting in some push-ups, making quite a few there.
Yeah.
I think I counted 30, I'm not gonna lie.
Not bad. You wouldn't expect that with those wings.
And Lamar Barr coming onto the floor for Savall now as the Lions get ready to inbound. Jeff Hunt almost picked off the pass, but goes out of bounds. A little hint of frustration as he smacked the floor there after it went out of bounds. And a deep inbound all the way to number 3, Jason Marshall. And we'll see if he puts up a 3, and he does. Couldn't get it to go. Dowhanick underneath the board, grabbing the rebound. Patrick Ivaroni quickly transitioning, making his way back down the other end. And number 4 tried to sneak in from behind, try to steal the ball, but he will now head to the line for 2. And we'll take another look at the foul there that put Ivaroni to the line.
Yeah, they call it pick in the pocket when you come from behind and smack it from there.
And it would have worked.
It looked clean from that angle.
And excuse me, he will not go to the line. He will just inbound now. Lamar Barr with it. Nice find to Fennell, but right out of his hands. Jeff Hunt will recuperate, but couldn't get anything behind that shot. Now they will try to transition quickly back to the other end. Number 5 putting up the 3, and he gets it to go. Sean Hill making an impact from 3-point range for his team once again. Ivaroni now to Matt Fennell. Lamar Barr. Now Dowhanick underneath the boards and is able to finish it off. Beautiful finish by the defensive player, Taylor Dowhanick. Mohawk still ahead in this game, only by 5 points. Number 3 with a nice pass to Mike Lucier. Jeff Hunt right in front of him though. And right now the defensive matchup between Jeff Hunt and Mike Lucier has been beneficial for the Mountaineers compared to Dowhanick on him so far.
Yeah, I feel like if they keep switching on that, he keeps throwing Mike Lucier off balance. Keeps him out of rhythm.
And Lucier will now head to the line for a possible 2 points for his team, and some substitutions being made by the Lions right now. And I don't know about you, but it just seems like this third quarter just started, and I'm looking up, there's only 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in this third quarter as he misses his first shot.
We did say we expected a fast-paced second half, just as we did in the first.
And we were questioning whether or not they could keep the pace, and right now, as he makes his second, Mike Lucier, the pace has been fast and furious from both ends for both teams. As Ivaroni quickly makes his way down to the other end of the floor. Lamar Barr trying to pass underneath to Matt Fennell off the foot of Mike Lucier. Mohawk will still gain possession here.
Green.
Nice pass to Jeff Hunt, right back to Ivaroni from 3-point range. Oh, right off the back of the rim there. Number 2 recuperates, snags the ball there. Tries to go all the way from end to end, but was met at the other end by a few Mohawk defenders there. Mohawk proving there that they can keep up with the pace of the Lambton Lions just as much as the Lambton Lions can keep up with them. Mike Lucier now with it. Had a few big plays the first half and was able to draw the contact, much to the delight of the bench of the Lambton Lions.
Ref's talking to Lucier on that play. Might have said something to him afterward.
Lucier says he kept talking, so he decided to say something back. Whether or not that's true, we'll find out later on. As he makes his first shot. His number 50 for the Lions, Joel Wilson, getting ready to come in. Mike Lucier gets set for his second shot, and he makes his second shot. And we will see Joel Wilson coming onto the floor for Mike Lucier and Jeff Hunt coming off, and Kojo Afari coming in for him.
Expect to see Kojo Afari on Mike Lucier on the next possession, Kevin.
We'll take a look at that later on. Lamar Barr. And as soon as number 50 makes his way on the floor, he gets a foul call on himself, Joel Wilson.
He's a little undersized going up against Taylor Dowhanick right now.
Dowhanick with a definite size advantage in that matchup. Lamar Barr right now.
Well, it looks like they're taking advantage of that matchup.
Nice find inside, but nice defensive play by the Lambton 2, forcing the turnover there.
See that weak side help, Frank. Come to this side.
And you hear the Lambton Lions head coach there shooting out demands, and a nice block by Dowhanick right off the glass. Beautiful play there by Taylor Dowhanick.
Dowhanick needed that one. He's having a frustrating game, so at least he's doing his work on the defensive end.
Ivaroni now, nice find to Dowhanick, and Joel Wilson a little over-aggressive behind him there.
It's the second foul within less than a minute of the game.
And you see
coming off right now.
Mike Lucier heading back into the game. Joel Wilson seemed a little frustrated. Heading back to the bench. Delhanek with it from the inbound, back to Ivoroni, right back to Matt Fennell. Nice find inside to Delhanek, who finishes it off the glass. No troubles there for Taylor Delhanek. Number 4, Brandon Padgett with the ball now for the Lions. A little dance around the move, a little over aggressive. An offensive foul, and we'll take another look at that little shove there on Ivoroni. Coming in there. Try to make his way inside, a little over aggressive. Ivoroni thrown off balance. Can't help that.
No, not at all. And you expect the referee to kind of make a decision in that situation. He was kind of caught looking, didn't really know what to expect.
So he decided just to blow the whistle, make the call, Another call being made on the other end of the court here. This time, 35 getting called with the foul, I believe, or 33, sorry. And now Matt Fennell will head to the line for 2. And he makes his first, not the surprise of many. And he makes his second. And a timeout being called by the Mohawk Mountaineers. Surprisingly, in my opinion, maybe Brian Jonker noticed something in the plays there and decided to make a timeout, make sure his team stays on the roll that they're on, as they're still ahead in this game by 6 points in the third quarter right now. But so far, both teams able to keep up with the pace that they set in the first half.
We can expect a big fourth quarter, and I think whoever wins that quarter is probably going to win the game.
Might be a nail biter all the way to the very end compared to what happened the last time these two teams met. A complete blowout.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Lambton Lions have definitely showed a lot of grit in this game. It definitely looked like they've had something to prove in this game, that's for sure.
Possibly a better squad this year coming into the new year than the last time that they played against this team. Maybe Mohawk Mountaineers mentally was thrown off in the first quarter, and now they're still trying to gather themselves as this game goes along. Because they might have been thinking the same thing we were heading into this game, that they took care of them no problem the last time they were on the floor here, and now they're having a little bit of troubles keeping them at bay.
Yeah.
See both teams heading on the floor. Still an intense game between these two teams.
They went back to their full court press there, and
so far
lost the defensive assignment on that play there.
I think the Lions a little bit too quick on that, and the Mountaineers a little bit too slow on that defensive end. Ivoroni now with it, and we'll see if they continue that press later on after that play.
Yep.
Ivoroni now with it. Matt Fennell, quick pull up 3. Kojo Afari right there. And right now that matchup that you called between number 11 Frank Bene and Kojo Afari proving to be effective for the Lions right now, as you saw there, kind of out hopping almost Kojo Afari, which is kind of rare to see.
Well, you see Kojo Afari on Mike Lucer.
Maybe trying to throw him off.
It's another foul there by Taylor Delhanek as well.
Taylor Delhanek, I believe, in a little bit of foul trouble right now.
I believe that's his 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Expect a changeup possibly to be made, and Delhanek to take his seat right now. I don't see anybody coming off the bench, though, for the Mountaineers, so we'll see as this play moves along here, as Mike Lucier makes his second. Delhanek inbounding to Matt Saval. Saval heading down the floor for his team. Nice find to Matt Fennell. Matt Fennell looking for somebody. Kojo Afari comes up. A nice shot by Kojo Afari. Beautiful 2-pointer.
Yep.
Jason Herron with the ball now, number 2 for the Lions. Back to their three-point shooter, number 3, Jason Marshall. Decided to put it up. Nice scramble there. Patrick Ivoroni picking it up. Matt Fennell pull up 3 and is able to finish it off. See Jeff Hunt standing up on the bench there celebrating with his teammate after that three-pointer.
There's a beautiful transition 3, moved right into it. 2 dribble, a shot.
And Ivoroni all fired up after that call. An offensive foul called on the Lions, and Ivoroni was all fired up there for a moment. So far, you can see the momentum slowly shifting back into the Mountaineers' hands.
They still have to close out this third quarter hard right now if they want to continue that trend. Wide open 3, but there is a foul on the courts.
42.7 seconds left in this third quarter, and I kind of missed the foul there, so we'll take another look at what happened there.
Well, it just looked like he ran him over a bit.
Ivoroni now at the line for 2. He misses his first. Kind of uncharacteristically of Patrick Ivoroni too. Probably feels the pressure right now in this game.
I think his problem is that he's too used to shooting three-pointers. He makes a lot of those during the game.
Put a little bit too much power into that.
Right.
He made his second though, which is nice to see. And number 15 will head back onto the floor. Jordan Tello for the Lions.
It'd be nice if Mohawk could get a stop here and at least finish the clock with at least a double-digit lead if they can. Oh, he's going after the ball right now. Great hustle there by Patrick Ivoroni.
And a little bit seems to have hit the floor hard there, and you see trainers running over to assist Jason Marshall. We saw an injury in the women's game, and now transitioning over into this game, aggressive play, and we'll take another look at that little spill on Jason Marshall there. Dive for the ball, did Ivoroni.
Oh, he looks like he tweaked his ankle, his left ankle on that one.
It didn't seem to be Ivoroni's fault at all. It was just his own ankle giving way there.
Yeah, he just landed awkwardly on it. He's just really slow to get up. He's getting the clap off the floor right now. It's kind of upsetting to watch too because Jason Marshall's having such a good game tonight. Let's hope this doesn't affect the Lions' offense too much. His shooting's been a big help.
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, we see Jason Marshall heading back off the floor behind the bench to get treated on. A nice sign of respect here by everyone in here as he made his way off the floor. We'll try to reset play here.
It's really sad to see, too, because he's had such a good game. Let's hope their shooting isn't affected too much.
Oh, Ivoroni there, nice steal right there. Back to Saval, transitioning nicely back to the other end. Wonderful play there by the Mountaineers. Nice finish, less than 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Mike Lucier with it. Might decide to put up a 3 here the last second, 2 seconds left. Put up a shot the last second.
It looks like a foul on that last play. Kojo Afari got him right on the top of the hand there.
Kojo Afari a little frustrated there. Still a 10-point lead right now for them. Unless he can score those 2 points, it'll still be an 8-point lead for the Mohawk Mountaineers.
It's a good lead going into the fourth quarter. Let's hope they can continue it.
And he makes his first shot. And he made his second as he heads back into the huddle for his team. And now Mohawk trying to regroup and continue their momentum into the last quarter of this game. a great game so far between these two teams. High pace too.
Yeah.
They've been able to keep it up, which is something that we kind of questioned early on.
And like we said before too, like this is the point right here where Mohawk has to keep the pedal on the floor and continue their offense on both ends, defense and offense.
And so in the past few games, Mohawk has kind of struggled in the fourth quarter, keeping up the pace, both defensively and offensively especially. So hopefully that won't be a factor heading into the fourth quarter as you see the fans having some fun with the mascot here tonight, who's made his debut finally in the women's game and now tonight in the men's game too.
Yeah. You mentioned it before, Kevin, especially in the Redeemer game. You noticed that Mohawk and Redeemer both had 16 points going into that fourth quarter. So they definitely got to keep the offense up if they want to win this game.
They're not very high shooters in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they can keep it up. Not just from a few key players, but from everyone on the bench, especially.
Right.
And they have the bench to do so too.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, the bench for the Lions is a little bit questionable right now. They have a few key players, but that's about it for them. They're big three-point shooters, but they've been quite the difference maker, even so, in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty sad to see too Jason Marshall having that big game
And
for the Lions, and now they lose him, a big starter for them.
Which could be a huge factor coming into this fourth quarter for them, as he has been one of those key players. And you can see on the massage table behind the benches there, Jason Marshall looks a little disappointed as he's talking to the trainers on the table here. As you see both teams make their way back out on the floor.
I'm excited for this fourth quarter, Kevin.
It should be high-paced for sure, and a lot of three-pointers possibly being made by both teams.
Yeah.
Speaking of three-pointers, Matt Saval, a three-point shooter, a great point guard for this team. Dalhanic right underneath the net, a beautiful finish.
Beautiful play.
Nice dunk there by Taylor Dalhanic underneath the boards, and right now a statement being made in the opening few seconds of this fourth quarter by the Mohawk Mountaineers. Brandon Padgett with the ball now for the Lions. Ivoroni kind of dancing with him there, fighting for the ball, and you can see the frustration building a little bit in Brandon Padgett. And we'll take another look at Taylor Dalhanic here. Beautiful dunk.
Yeah, whoever was covering Dalhanic there probably missed it. Got a double team somewhere else, and he got an open dunk out of that.
And that was a hard miss too.
Yes.
As I say that, Mike Lucier from the other end gets the three-pointer and answered back that big dunk. Almost makes that dunk seem almost insignificant. Matt Fennell tried to put up a three of his own. Matt Saval from way downtown. Jeff Hunt swatted that ball, almost got it there. Ivoroni, nice save. Coming in on a hard spill.
So one thing Ivoroni brings to this team is defensive pressure. He seems to be very good at that.
And he likes to transition quickly back to the other side. Whether it be offensively or defensively, he is a runner for sure.
He's a big weapon coming off the Mohawk bench, and that's one of the reasons why they're winning this up there now. Oh, damn, Kevin, you almost got hit right there. Good dodge, good dodge.
Thank you, thank you. Got a little scared there, but I'm okay, I'm okay. My heart's racing a little bit, but it's okay. Number 4 will inbound Brandon Padgett for his team. Jeff Hunt right there, though, right on that inbound, hitting it away, back out of bounds, and they will inbound once again. Mike Lucier wide open, right at the top. Mike Lucier trying to find his way in, but Jeff Hunt once again on Mike Lucier, which is a good matchup for the Mountaineers. And the things in Ivoroni, as we were talking about him just a few moments ago, transitioning quickly to the other end and finishing strong. Number 2 with the number 15 with the ball now. Jordan Tello for the Lions. Number 4, Ivoroni all over him once again. Matt Saval tried to get in his way down. Hannick tried to block that ball, but a beautiful finish by Brandon Padgett of the Lions. And now the Mountaineers will try to retaliate from that last play. Matt Saval with it. Back to Matt Fennell from three-point range. And
you can't
puts
do that.
it in.
You really can't do that. You can't leave Matt Level alone like that.
No. Matt Fennell, tremendous shooter. If you leave him wide open, something's going to happen. And a charging foul being called on the Lions. Ivoroni all smiles after that one. And we'll take another look at the big three-pointer by Matt Fennell. Beautiful finish.
Yeah. You give that man space, he will make you pay.
The thing is, though, there seemed to be a hand in front of him, and he still made that shot. As number 4, Brandon Paget, made his first.
Something about watching big men shoot.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to watch.
There's something about it, right?
Yeah.
Mike Lucier making all those big three-pointers, doing a little dance around the defenders. Nice to see. Matt Savall now passing it down Hannick. Speaking of big man, finds his way inside and finishes strong. Number 2, number 11 for the Lions, number 11, Frank Bene, able to finish it off there, even with down Hannick right in front of him.
Yeah, I got the step on down Hannick on that one.
O.J. Watson with the ball now, who's also a high flyer compared to Kojo Afari here. Matt Savall, pull-up 3, just decided to put it up. Mike Lucier, though, right there with the rebound. Jeff Hunt almost got a hand on it. Nice find inside. Matt Fennell picked it off, though. O.J. Watson back down the other end.
It's a 3-on-2 situation right now.
To Savall, O.J. Watson. O.J. Watson got caught there. An offensive foul. Now the Lions will come back with the ball. And so far that high-paced action is all we've been seeing so far in this fourth quarter.
Bottom line right now, the Mohawk Mountaineers are up 9 points.
Oh, and a big block by Jeff Hunt.
And a foul right after.
And Jeff Hunt looks frustrated, and you can hear the cry of boos from the crowd. And Brian Jonker doesn't seem to be too enthused after that call. And Matt Savall coming over to Brian Lucier seemed a little, as Lucier makes his first shot. Matt Savall heading back over to Brian Jonker to have a little chat, and Brian Jonker just telling him, relax. Don't worry.
At this point, there's nothing they could do. The refs will actually just call any play they can, whether they just got to move on from it and continue what they're doing to be successful.
Jeff Hunt with it now. Nice floater inside, but rebounded by the Lions. Number 5 now with it. Sean Hill for the Lions, quickly transitioning back over, going back outside. Oh. And Mike Lucier puts up the 3. Hesitated there for a moment as he saw Jeff Hunt in front of him, but puts it up anyway. Couldn't get it to go. Now Matt Savall will try to slow down the play here. Coming back to the other end, Matt Fennell now with it, and he got caught out of bounds. Not very rare you see Matt Fennell make a mistake in a game.
And something as small as going out of bounds, too.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the kind of player he is.
A big difference maker for the Mountaineers team as the Lions failed to take advantage of that transition and a wild pass. Savall thought he saw somebody there. Went straight out of bounds. And Sikutini will head back onto the floor after this timeout for Jeff Hunt. And it's funny to see, in my opinion, Dowhannick on the floor after he seems to be in foul trouble heading into the fourth quarter, but trusting his instincts enough to put him back on the floor.
Yeah, he's definitely making an impact for Mohawk, and that's exactly what they need in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, as you saw a little bit early on, a huge block shot from the other end did Taylor Dowhannick. See the Mohawk team trying to regroup, heading back from the timeout. Right now ahead on the scorecard here by 8 points. 90-82 are the Mohawk Mountaineers. And despite the intensity of this game, you look out into the crowd and they're having some fun.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see. It's a great game, great night to be out. And you know what? It doesn't hurt that the mascot's having some fun too.
The Hawks killing it right now.
And they come back out from the timeout, and we'll see if any difference was made on either side here. Only time will tell. And as I take another look back at the behind the Lions bench here, you see number 3, Jason Marshall, is resting that injury on a lot of ice on that ankle, keeping it elevated.
I wouldn't expect him to come back into this game, that's for sure.
No,
so
for sure.
Probably
Which
rule him out.
Could be a big impact on the Lions.
Big
What a
block by Taylor Dalhanic.
beautiful. Right out of the hands of Mike Lucier. Matt Fennell now with it. Back to Saval. Saval at the top of the key, calling out some plays for his team to make. Finds Cicutini right underneath the net inside. A little spill there by the Lions. You see the mascot.
Yeah, Jason Heron actually bumped into the mascot.
Mascot reacting quite entertainingly there.
Yeah.
A little bit funny there. Matt Saval now with it from the inbound. And I believe Matt Saval will now head to the line for 2 after that foul.
Looks like it's just an inbound right now, Kevin, but
Inbounding right to Taylor Dalhanic underneath the net. Beautiful floater by
Big
Dalhanic.
play.
He's been a big difference
Yeah,
maker
for
on
sure.
both ends.
Brian Jonker definitely made the right decision by keeping him in this fourth quarter. He's definitely making an impact in this game.
Brandon Paget now with it for the Lions. Thought about putting it up, I believe. Now Mike Lucier hesitating 2 or 3 times there. Able to put that up. A big 3-pointer for the Lions. As we are almost halfway through this fourth quarter. And Mohawk is ahead on the boards here by 7 points as O.J. Watson tries to put up a 3 of his own. And quickly transitioning back over are the Lions. And Mike Lucier tried to finish it off there, but a beautiful finish instead by number 4, Brandon Paget with 2 points. And right now the bench of the Lambton Lions can feel the momentum starting to shift back into their favor.
You can hear the head coach yelling too, saying 1 stop, and that's exactly what they got there. A travel there on Mohawk. There's still a lot of time left in this game, Kevin, and the Lions could still pull it off.
And we thought it would be a nail biter, and right now it's starting to look that way. 4:37 left in the fourth quarter as the Lions try to make their way inside, but number 4 decides to put up the 3, which we haven't seen for a while. O.J. Watson right there, though, lands right on top. But carefully, though. It wasn't a big spill, I don't think. Matt Saval.
Jason Heron there after that spill. He needs a substitution right now.
Calling for it, holding on to that knee a little bit on the right side there, kind of limping on it. And instead of him coming off, we'll see 2 substitutions being made by the Lions. Number 14 and number 15 coming in. Number 14, Alex Morgan, and Jordan Tello, number 15 for the Lions. Which is surprising because they took off 2 of their big 3-point shooters there.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Fennell right there from 3-point range.
Yep.
Cicutini has his hands on it, and on that beautiful finish by Cicutini there. 2 points. Number 4, Brandon Paget with it now for his team. Back to Mike Lucier with it now. Taylor Dalhanic right in front of him, though, making sure he doesn't get anywhere near the boards, but none. Didn't really need to there. Finished it off nicely, adding another 2 points to his name and for his team. Matt Saval now with it at the other end of the floor. A group of players there, right there, a 4-on-1 situation for the Lions here, and a beautiful finish by Mike Lucier. Right now the Lions are quickly starting to make their way back into this game with 3:23 left, and the Mohawk Mountaineers are still ahead by 4, but they were ahead by 10 at one point, which is a big difference in this game. And the Lions, they're drawing the foul. Cicutini will head to the line now for 2, and the substitution being made, number 5 coming back into the game. Sean Hill coming back in for his team, as well as Ivoroni for the Mountaineers. O.J. Watson taking a seat. Andrew Cicutini missing his first shot.
Cicutini's usually a good free throw shooter too. You don't expect him to miss one.
But he makes his second. Number 15 now with it, Jordan Tello.
They brought that full court press. They're trying to get some pressure right now defensively for Mohawk.
I believe they feel the line's kind of slowing down a little bit now, getting away with that full court press. Ivoroni all over number 4 here. And as you saw there, made the difference in the shot as he overshot it a little bit, went over the net.
That's Lions ball too on that inbound.
And number 2 surprisingly coming back in for his team, Jason Heron.
Yeah. After that spill with O.J. Watson, you wouldn't expect him to come back after like that, but he seems to be okay.
He kind of limped back in when he was heading back on the floor, running on it quite well. And a shot clock violation on the Lions there. I don't think they realized how much time they had left on that shot clock and got caught.
Yeah, the reason that was is that first shot never touched the rim, so the clock never reset.
Matt Fennell inbounding to Matt Saval. And Matt Saval.
Big play there by Matt Saval.
Possible three-point play by Matt Saval, finding the open lane around all defenders there, heading to the glass. And was able to get it to go, and +1 possibly for his team, which is huge right now.
Yeah, definitely an 8-point game after this, hopefully a made free throw with 2:41 left in this game.
And that 8-point gap is now a reality for the Mohawk Mountaineers as Saval made that free throw from the foul. Number 2 now with it, back to Mike Lucier.
Lions have to work quick here.
Number 5 with it, almost thought about putting it up for 3. He's been having quite a bit of success from 3-point range. Hesitated there, decided to go in, but nothing happened from it. Now Matt Fennell with it, back to Saval on the other end. Saval trying to find his way through. Finds Sikutini on the other side instead. And right out of the hands of Sikutini from Mike Lucier. Last touch by Mike Lucier. Matt Fennell will inbound for the Mountaineers with 2:08 left in this fourth quarter. 5 seconds left to work with on the shot clock. Matt Fennell decides to put it up. Couldn't get anything to go. Sikutini now saved the ball. Dowhanic with it. Try to get something to go. Number 11 now with it. Back to number 4 for the Lions. And a quick transition back to number 5 from 3-point range. Couldn't get it to go. Saval quickly coming back. 2-on-2 situation. Ivoroni on the other side. Ivoroni coming back out. Waiting for his teammates to come back for him. Nice find inside to Dowhanic. Dances around there. Sikutini right underneath the net. Couldn't get it to go. Fennell tried to tip it back in there. Number 5, high-paced action right now in the last few moments. And Ivoroni got caught there, kind of holding on to the jersey.
It's a bit of a big bailout play there for the Lions. They missed that shot.
Brandon Padgett will now head to the line. I believe Ivoroni kind of grabbed onto the jersey there as he missed the first shot anyway, and he looked a little frustrated after that, making that first shot. Right now, every point counts for the Lions.
Yeah, I remember when I was telling you this game will probably come down to free throws.
And he missed both.
Yeah, number 4 looks so frustrated right now after missing both those free throws. They definitely needed those points.
And as you can see, number 4 as well, Brandon Padgett, looking up at how many points they're behind and looking frustrated once again. Ivoroni quickly making his way inside and gets another 2 points. And Lambton will quickly call for a timeout after those 2 points made by Ivoroni. And right now, with I believe a minute 3 to be exact left in this fourth quarter, and the Mohawk Mountaineers ahead by 10. I don't want to call it right now, but I'm going to say it anyway. Mohawk Mountaineers stepping away out of this D-Bark Center with a win.
I will definitely agree with you on that one, Kevin. And with less than a minute left, or just over a minute, 10 points, it's possible. But again, let's hope that 3-point shooting comes in handy for the Lions, because that's in my opinion, the only way they're going to win this game.
And we saw it early, super early in the first quarter. I believe it was less than a minute or a little over a minute. They got 3 3-pointers off, like the snap of a finger.
Yeah, they can get hot, but the way they're playing now, it doesn't look like that could be the case.
No, for sure, especially one of their key players, unfortunately getting injured earlier on in the third quarter. Jason Marshall, number 3 for the Lions, still nursing that ankle injury behind the bench. As we see both teams heading back on the floor for the final minute and 3 seconds of this game. Mike Lucier, as you see there, number 33, talking over his teammate Matt Fennell. A big key player in this game as well for his. And now we will continue to play Brennan Paget with it now. Puts it up, couldn't get anything to go. Sikutini right there underneath the boards. Saval with it. And right off that play, it seemed that the Lions have kind of slowed down and kind of given up on this game.
Yeah.
Saval now with it, taking his time. Finds Matt Fennell from 3-point range. Almost gets it. Dalhanic tries to save it and saves it right back to Fennell. And they have a fresh shot clock to work with, and Saval will hang on to it for as much time as he can, running down the clock.
The Lions definitely need more pressure if they want to win this.
Dalhanic, forcing his way inside. And
that could have ended very badly, but he landed pretty well on that one, which is good for Taylor Dalhanic.
His knee kind of looked a little awkward there on that landing, but thankfully hops right back up anyway. And he will head to the line for 2. And he makes his first shot.
Yeah, you can pretty much book it for Mohawk Mountaineers.
And he misses his second, but as you said, Mohawk Mountaineers seem to be in good spirits right now with this win in just 14 seconds.
Probably just hold the ball here and let the clock run out.
A great game between these two teams tonight. And you know what? The Lambton Lions have nothing to be ashamed of here
They
tonight.
really shouldn't, yeah.
They played hard right from the first quarter all the way to the final quarter. And you know what? The last time they played against each other, I believe they had something to prove, like you said earlier on tonight. And they proved something here tonight.
They did. And it's looking bright for them. Expect the rest of the season to go well as well, Kevin. But Mohawk was just that much better tonight. Just that little bit, and that's all they needed.
Mohawk right now 4-0 in this game in the regular season. 4-1 altogether. And we'll take another look at some of the highlights in this game. And we'll take another look at some highlights here between these two teams.
Yeah.
Dalhanic had a big night tonight, not only offensively, but defensively as well. A big block there by Dalhanic. Matt Fennell also scoring a lot for his team tonight.
Once again, he had a great game. Honestly, I don't see him slowing down, man. This offense, I haven't seen a single defense be able to stop him yet. There's another 3 by him.
And you know, another play by Dalhanic. Just an overall great game for the Mohawk Mountaineers tonight against the Lambton Lions. And we'll be with you once again, I believe, November 27th, as both the women's and men's Mohawk Mountaineers basketball teams will take on Niagara College. But until then, I'm Kevin Ferreira.
I'm Masud Nazar.
And we wish you a good night. Thank you for joining us.